Okay, Posuk 3, Yechezkel Perik Mem, Posuk Gimel. He's going to tell you that the Rebbe brought him to from Babel to it's Yerushalayim, so then we'll see at the end of the Posuk, he's standing in the Shah, Bais, as we'll see later in Posuk Hey, I'm standing in Bais measuring the Bais. So, but over here in this Posuk Gimel, it tells you just, he saw a person, a malach in the appearance of a person, and he had two measuring devices, one of a linen cord and one of a stick, a rod, a measuring rod. And you need both. One is one was to measure long distances. So that is a cord is better for that. And on karka, to measure long distances, a cord is better. And to measure the walls inside the wall, it's better to have a rod or stick. Okay, we'll learn the Posuk Gimel. We'll learn Rashi, we'll learn Dak, and so there's David. We'll start with the Posuk. Bais Shama, and he brought me there. And behold, he saw a person. A person. It says a malach in the appearance of a person. His appearance was like Marin Necheshes, like the appearance of a copper. He also had a linen cord in his hand. And he also had a measuring rod. And he was standing at the gate, as we'll soon see in the Chemes Harabais. Zakrashi, Kamar Necheshes, Kain Ziva Chayis. This was like the shine of the Chayis Hamakavi we learned at the beginning of the Sefer. Venedsim Kain Necheshes Kalol, and they sparkled like burnished copper. Polished copper, so that's the matter of the that Yechezkel saw of the Malach. Upsil Pisht Miyadei, so Rashi says he had a linen cord. When you come to measure land, Ein Yafim B'chel Pishtim, nothing better than a linen cord. Oknei Amido, like Rashi, Lombe Eyaseva Achema, to measure out the thickness of the wall. So for that you need a stick, a rod. And the length and width of the gates. So this is Rashi. We'll learn the Radak. Radak says the Yavei Shama, when the Ishmael Kamar Necheshes, Kila Omar, as if to say, Malach Ben Hashemayim made the binyan. The Malach Ben Hashemayim is measuring out the binyan, the Bais Shlishi. Malach Hanovi with Musish, and the Malach Novi saw the Malach. That moves of a ish of a person. When Yeshua says it, Nish Eimet Negde was also malach in the appearance of a ish of a person. When he says the mother of Necheshes, Kaf Misham Mother Ashabutlos HaSefer, as if, like he said in the mother of the beginning of the Sefer, but Neitzim, Pedikal faces, Neitzim, the sparkling can Necheshes Kalol as burnished copper. Look at that. Necheshes Shem Shutaf. Necheshes has another name to it. Necheshes. So here Necheshes copper. But it can also be Nechashti Varachena Hashem Golecha by Yaakov and Lavan. Says the other side Nechashti I B'Ranomen. I saw the Eibishter bless me. So Necheshes has actually two meanings to it. Obsil Pishta Miyade like the Radak Kolim date to measure out. Knei Amido. Gam came to Yodei, he also had a measuring rod. Why? Limited to measure out. Ella, 42. Shemchevel made it Adam Bidem Ruba. With a cord, with a string, a person can measure out a long distance as a karka. Bidem Ruba karka. Now Mido, how about a measuring rod, the stick, made the Dodom, Midem Etas, the small measure can make Midas Abinyan, Vizolase. The Midah measure of a building, and Zolase, that you need a rod. William the Shar, Roy Saim the Shar Bais, he saw standing in the Shar of the Bais, Ubiyode, and in his hand a Chevel, Bakone Limbin, and his hand of the Malach was both devices, the cord and the stick and the rod to measure out. So there's David. Posuk Gimel Yovi Ratzalema Kashahevi Isi Shama, when he brought me there, Isi I saw when Ishu Malach Ish, this is the Malach Hadevibi was speaking to me. Shemareu, his appearance was Gemari Necheshes, like the matter of Necheshes. Copper, Kedav, something like something was shining. I said by the Chayis, beginning of the Sefer, and late seemed to a sparkling in the Yechezkel. Bais said the same thing, Adak said the same thing. They're sparkling like a brandished copper. Upsil Pishtam Yodei, limited by Medidas of Binyan, to measure out the Medida of the measuring of the Binyan. O Knei Amida Gam Hoyev Yodei, you also had a Knei Amida, a rod. Knei Amida. So apparently, he Hutzach Gam Limsil Ayodei Mid Merubah needed also the cord to measure it a big distance. When you have only a measuring rod, the stick, how big is it? So we said 6 amas, but you have much we'll see in the Posuk. The Posuk hey, the Knei Amida was 6 amas, which of 6 tvachim, 36 tvachim. So you have to make much longer distances. So it says that's why you needed the cord to measure much bigger distances. And why? If you used only a stick, a rod, so every time you'd have to make a mark. But you finished midas hakana, you finished the first measuring, and then you have to go further. You have to make a mark and start from that mark and go further. To measure out further. Even though this whole thing is Maran Nevuah, she showed him in a way that is mukhshis, that you'll be able to feel it, you'll be able to see it physically. Therefore you had a long cord, and over there, but that he measured a large measurement one time. And after that, after he took the string, made a long measurement, then he took the Knei Amida, Ladas Kama Boy, how much it is inside the how much distance did he go? The truth is that I don't know why you need that for the Knei Amida. He could have made a mark in the string itself, exactly like we have today's measurements, and then know exactly even a long distance. Why do you need the rod to go measure out the cord? Also, you also need a cord. Why? If you want to have a kona, even a little distance, it's very hard to make a small little distance with the kona itself. Like in a cord, you can always bend over. The shayl the samtim k'midas hakona. Okay, this is the Dak says that basically he used a string to then measure with the cord with the stick and see how much it was the measurement he measured. This malach shel chemes Bais, he stood in the chemes Bais. This is Posuk Gimel.